Mike Lambert. I am the CTO at Modloft. I'm responsible for virtually all of the technology, the connectivity of applications and such.
My name is Michael Dornblum. I'm the CEO of Modloft. I've been in the furniture business for over 30 years and have held several roles here at Modloft, and really love being in the furniture business and fashion and design. The idea with Modloft is that we bring beautiful, modern Italian furniture, European inspired furniture to life, and we bring it with more value.
One of the things that we do is we make it much less difficult to do business with us. It's a lot easier to work with us. You can work with us if you're a consumer and are just trying to figure out what you want. We have a sales team that will live walk through our product line with you, which makes it very easy to work with us. We have a lot of designers that want to work with us, and we have special programs for the designers.
Your customer has to have an easy experience. They have to be able to get information that really helps them. Doesn't necessarily need to be what we think they want. It's what they want. They need to be able to look at when something is in stock or when it's coming, or the delivery process, or just ease of transfer of information, ease of input. And then we need to be able to follow up with them. And we weren't doing a good job of that. Our sales team needed really clear, defined tools.
What we found is for our personnel to provide that quality user experience, there was a bit of a rub in that there were 17 places our sales team might have to look. Our tech support people would have to cross-reference 4 things before they could give a simple answer to a customer. And it wasn't something that was obvious when we first made the shift to these complex multi-platform ideas. It was something that we noticed organically over a few months, maybe a year. Over time, we tried to patch that by writing software that might push information to them, and that ended up taking a ton of IT time. And there's always the chance when you have disparate systems connecting to each other for something to get lost, something to get updated incorrectly.
It needs to be a lot easier to work here for everybody, from the logistics team, the sales team, the finance team, and certainly the technology team. Really need to be able to just perform their job without having fear, anxiety, worry, constantly writing things. The more you write, the more problems there are in terms of coding and connections and things like that.
As we started hearing how problems would be addressed with Acumatica, either one, Acumatica out of the box handled it, or two, there was a very clear program or a very clear plan on how to get Acumatica to address those very problems. So it was very specific. We said, we can't find it's very difficult to tell a customer when our receipt date is from a purchase order. We got to know how many quantities we got coming in. It's required for our feeds. It has to be available for all of our people. And so we went through a elaborate and specific example of a problem that we had and said, address it. And it got addressed. There was a team that understood what it was we were giving them. And in fact, they defined it for us. The definitions and explanations on how that integration would take place were, I don't want to, spoiler alert, it was promised and it actually connected and worked. As much as we were trying to make sure everything was all in one and in one package, which was our goal, there are some partners we deal with. And so integrations will still have to exist, and we knew that. We still have to integrate with various partners like some of our warehouse partners, carriers, and so forth. Shopify was where our sales took place. And so our sales didn't miss a beat, frankly, when we switched from where we were to where we are now. Sales did not slow down, did not stop.
And anything that was still being connected, or as you guys were troubleshooting in the first 10, 15 days, they understood and their lives weren't disrupted.
In the past, there were markers that said something was in a status, but now when you get to our logistics team, everything moves through the system, adding all the detail that's necessary for the new state of that order. It's an order, it's a shipment, it's an invoice, and each time all the data that's necessary can be added. And so there's really little question as to where our product is and where the status of the order is and what's about to happen and what hasn't happened yet. And if there is something that we're delayed on, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, which is fantastic because we tend to catch it.
And I think back to past times in this company and other companies when we had done software changes where they were crippled and, embarrassed in front of their customers. A salesperson who's upset doesn't convey something that's great to a customer. It's a negative thing. And they just rolled right on and did their job.
It's become very, very fluent the way that we work with each other. I'm not even sure you would call us separate companies. It's kind of an even flow of information, data, support. My team asks me, I either answer because I've been taught all about it, or I ask the question and then provide that answer to them. So my life has changed because I don't code every 5 minutes to fix problems or redo software or redo database settings, and I have a support team.
When you have peace of mind, it's easier to take next steps in anything. And I think that our tech team that was constantly disrupted, especially on the Shopify side, now can look at that and say, hey, we're going to plug a couple Shopify things in. We're going to do a facelift on the site. The people that handle that are actually going to be able to focus on it.